Welcome back, my witches, warlocks, and wizards. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a psychic oil. The psychic enhancement oil I have up on my website is a very, very potent version of what I'm going to be showing you here. And for those who are wondering about psychic oil, I'm going to be talking about how to use it and what it's for towards the end of this video. Since some people want to get straight to the instructions, I always put the informational bits towards the end. So for the psychic oil, this is what you're going to need. A cinnamon stick, and no, it doesn't have to be this long. You're going to need anise seed, arnica flowers, mugwort, of course. Don't forget lemongrass, and lastly, star anise. Now, to really add that extra oomph, I recommend using psychic blends. I have one that I use for everything that's up on my website. Oh, and of course, don't forget your carrier oils. I'm using sunflower oil and olive oil. Before I get started, I'm going to light up my altar. Next, I'm going to get an incense stick. I love using dragon's blood, especially for psychic enhancement. And I'm going to use the incense stick and cleanse around the jar, and most importantly, inside the jar. I'm going to let the smoke fill up the jar. Always make sure to purify and cleanse your containers, whether it's jars, bottles, plastic bottles. You still want to make sure you get some cleansing in there. In this case, it's easy to cleanse glass because it's not going to melt. Glass is also amazing for holding certain frequencies and vibrations. Right here, I'm also invoking and calling upon these spirits of the pentacle that is on the bottle. I'll be talking about that later in the video. This tutorial is me actually making my own personal batch of psychic enhancement oil because I almost ran out. So this video is going to be filled with some secret ingredients that I'm not going to mention, but I did leave the video up so you guys can go ahead, figure it out on your own, try things out, experiment. What happens is on you though, but if you follow my recipe, you're going to get the results. For a very reliable, potent, and powerful psychic enhancement oil, check out genepool22.com. That recipe I've been working on for so long. Psychic enhancement is something that I've been working on for a very long time, to the point where I have found cheat codes into getting and inducing visions. And this is just a little formula that will help boost you, but for something really reliable for visions, dreams, and psychic abilities, as well as spirit communications. Check out the psychic enhancement oil on genepool22.com. Now it's finally time to put in all of the ingredients. It's pretty simple. You just toss everything in. That's the cinnamon stick. This is the anise seed. This is a little bit of lemongrass. And for those using lemongrass essential oil, just wait till the end. Now it's time to put in the arnica flowers. It was a little hard to get it through the small opening, but there it goes. And here's mugwort. Mugwort is a must for psychic enhancement oil, so please make sure you have this, along with the star anise. Don't forget these two. If you really don't have anything, just use mugwort, star anise, and cinnamon. Does anybody else's heart break a little from breaking a full star anise flower? So I didn't mention this at first, but I always put a little pinch of St.Johns Wort in there. St.Johns Wort is good for healing, but I've found that it works amazingly for dreams and visions and prophecy as well. The rest of this video and the ingredients that I'm adding are basically my secret ingredients. The reason why I'm showing it on camera is because I don't mind if you guys try to guess what it is. And also, I add a lot more to the psychic enhancement oil off camera, and I ritualize it on the right days and do a lot of things to it outside of what I'm showing you here. So I don't really mind if you guys see it. But if you guys want a piece of this psychic enhancement oil, check out my website, genepool22.com. That psychic enhancement oil is my pride and joy, because people who don't even believe that they could have visions or dreams or even have something like that induced by a magical oil have had that happen with my psychic enhancement oil. I'm adding some psychic blends into my mix right now. I'm using my own personal psychic blend as well as a seance blend that I've bought from someone else. I found a lot of other places to have really shabby psychic blends, so please use your discretion when getting these things. Lastly, I'm going to put in some church incense because it has frankincense, it has copal. Those are things that I like to incorporate into psychic blends for purification as well as for spirit communications. Now, everything you need is in the jar except for your carrier oils. So I'm going to fill this up with the rest of my psychic enhancement oil. I couldn't tell you guys how much I literally love the psychic enhancement oil. It's my favorite one out of all of them. And trust me, the hot attraction oil is pretty crazy too. So I'm basically pushing all the stuff that was in my psychic enhancement oil, my last batch, into the new batch right now. And rubbing the oils all over me. Now it's time for the carrier oils. So I was only going to stick with sunflower oil, but I really like having elements of the sun and the moon. So I decided to grab the olive oil from my kitchen and fill that bad boy up. Because it's just a mix of herbs and oils, it's not going to be as fragrant. So that's why I'm going to add the lemongrass oil right now that I told you guys to wait until the end for. And I'm going to also add some dragon's blood oil because I love dragon's blood oil. It just works. It's great. And there you have it. It's your very own psychic enhancement oil blend. Make sure to shake it up. The full moon happens to be tonight, so I'll be leaving it out under the full moon as well. The pentacle on the bottle is the first pentacle of the moon. I got it from occulttowers.com. I'll have the link in the bio. The first pentacle of the moon is great for many things, but the one thing that I'm using it for today and right here is for psychic enhancement. The pentacles up on occulttowers.com are properly consecrated, cleansed, and activated so that you can properly work with these spirits. They also come with instructions, so be sure to check that out if that's something that you want or want to do. So I have a video up on psychic oil and psychic enhancement oil as well. This can be used the same way. It's to help you induce dreams, induce visions. It's for psychic enhancement candle work and just for more accurate divination and scrying. Be sure to also charge the psychic enhancement oil with your intentions. Be sure to rub this oil on your eyelids, on your temples, and on your third eye for maximum effect. If you want, you can even put it at the base of your spine to awaken your kundalini. Another side note is that I do add a lot of things off camera, so don't think that this is just it. There are some things that I can't say on camera that I add. If you're looking for mugwort, I offer it up on Genepool22 at a discounted price. Don't forget to leave questions, comments, or concerns down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see or hear about next. Thank you so much for watching my video.